welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full face of Shop My Stash makeup. So I've already gone through my collection, picked out new products, put them in my makeup baskets right here in my vanity, and we're just gonna get ready with those products together. Starting off with the Tower 28 Skin Tint. I have it in the shade 15 Melrose. Here's my mirror. I'm excited to be back filming today. Things have been crazy busy. You see my earrings? They're daisies and they're matching my dress. I have to say the skin tint is exactly what I'm looking for in any skin tint. It's like a natural finish, not too glowy, not too matte feeling. The coverage is substantial, like it's not just a very light coverage skin tint that feels pointless to me. I have some hairs here. Alright, and because it's been so humid and hot here lately, I've been reaching for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It's not as creamy as my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, but like I said, that's been good because of the time of year that we're in. And I have this in Fairlight Neutral 16N. A little bit of this goes a very long way. It might be just a tidge too light, but it does oxidize, so it won't look this light as I blend it out. Just because I feel like there's still some discoloration right here on my under eyes, I like to go in with a more like color correcting shade. So I'm going to pull for my Colfi Main Match Concealer in the shade Misty Maple. And I'm just going to do a couple swipes right in those areas and let that sit for a little bit and kind of dry up. I'm going to pull for my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I have this in medium deep. This is one of those things that my mom passed along to me recently. It's a very neutral tone, so it works for me even though it's, I guess, not a fair shade or a fair light shade. But I'm just lighter handed with it. So I'm a little hesitant about this one. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Liquid Blush, and I have it in the shade Glowy True Rose 630. But it seems like every time I try and use this, it is very spotty and patchy on my cheeks. So I'm gonna give it another shot today. And if it doesn't work this time, I think I'm just gonna declutter it because I want my products to be easy and reliable. So I wanna like it. In the past, it could have just been like products I was using under it. But again, I don't really want anything in my collection that's going to be that finicky. But right now it's looking pretty good. All right, that's actually really pretty. I applied it the same way I have in the past, just with on the back of my hand, and then I use a brush and tap it on my cheeks. And I guess it must have just been something I was using under it because it looks pretty good. I'm still a little hesitant. I kind of feel like it's a little patchy here. There are spots on my cheek that some products have trouble like grabbing onto. I'm just gonna leave it and see how it lasts throughout the day. That Colfi formula is definitely creamier as well, so it adds that kind of natural luminosity that I like to have right on that like hollow part of my under eyes. That's a pretty good combo. I like that. So I don't think I could tell you the last time I did eyeshadow. My makeup recently has just been, you know, as fast as possible and get out the door. So we're gonna do some eyeshadow today. This is the I don't really know how to say this, 3NA eyeshadow primer. It's from JCPenney, I believe, but it does cancel out some of the veining on my eyes pretty well. So I should have specified a little bit more when I said eyeshadow earlier. I'm just gonna use bronzer as my eyeshadow because I want to use this really fun colorful liner. I'm gonna put it on my top lash line. I was looking back at some photos a couple summers ago when I first got these. On my upper lash line is where I placed this color, and it looked really good. Using my Moda shader brush, pulling for some of that bronzer. Okay, we're gonna give this liner a good sharpening to make it as precise as possible. Then I'm gonna warm it up on the back of my hand, make it into even more of a point. Grabbing my liner brush, brush, have it ready. I'm going to start with just drawing on directly. Okay, that shape turned out pretty good. I had to build that color up a couple times, but it is pretty incredible how vibrant it is. Sometimes those colors don't translate very easily on the eyelids, so even without a white base of any kind, it's pretty vibrant. I'm gonna put some of this bronzer on my lower lash line. And then going in with my Essence Stay and Play gel eyeliner in Silky Nude 03. Okay, then I'm really gonna pack on this inner corner highlight to make sure you can still see my work behind my glasses. Okay, I haven't used this since the first time I ever used this. The Ulta Beauty Lash Flash Tubing Mascara. I do remember though that I have to be very careful with this spiky brush. I also remember that I wasn't super impressed with this mascara, but I do like to give mascaras time to age up a little. I like a drier formula. Let's do my Believe Beauty Eyebrow Styling Gel. Definitely feel like I need some structure on my eyebrows with this look. And this one is darker out of the two brow gels that I have. I need to trim my brows, they are wild. Okay, we're gonna do this Lord & Berry nude lip liner. I think it came in an Ipsy box. I'll try and link it down below. That was another product I got from my mom, that lip liner, and then she gifted me this as well. This is a lipstick from the Dollar Tree. I don't know anything about it. Unnamed. But I really like the finish and I like the color. Don't think we need any... Oh, I should scrape mascara off. Could have been a little more careful when I was applying my mascara. Some of it got onto the blue eyeliner. And this tubing formula seems to be harder to get off of my eyelid, but I'm just gonna leave it. That works for me. Okay, here is my finished look. This is the most time I've taken to do my makeup in a while, and it feels good. It feels good to just relax and have ample time to just play and create. That was my dog moaning. They've been sleeping this whole time if you've been hearing them snoring. It was them. So like I said, things got really busy there for a while. Something had to give, and unfortunately YouTube was the thing that... Ow! I just hit my funny bone. Oh, that hurt. Unfortunately something had to give, and YouTube was the thing that I ended up deprioritizing. But I am back and excited to be filming again, so I will see you next week in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!